Hello everyone, welcome to the second episode of ESK's Late Youth Horror Stories. Quick disclaimer, the character and concept of this story do not belong to me. They belong to the horror artist Trevor Henderson. I just thought I would make a story out of one of his works, so credit goes to him. Now, grab your popcorn, sit back, and enjoy this week's story. Starliner Cinema, my version. I live in a small town. We don't have much. The only things our town has to show for itself are the diner, the library, and the cinema. Well, we used to have a cinema. A few years ago it caught fire due to an unknown accident. Everyone except one person made it out alive. Their body was never recovered. The building somehow survived, but was condemned. There were a few times where the town wanted to demolish the building, but the workers would always get a bad feeling when demolishing it. So, it is still standing. There were rumors that movies still play in that cinema, but people call it BS. Now, I have not introduced myself. I'm a paranormal blogger, and not one of those fake ones either. I legitimately want to stay honest, but that results in me not finding anything and barely getting any money for it. The only way I make a living is by getting paid by advertisers and selling plastic bottles to a bottle depot. After hearing the rumors, I knew I hit the jackpot. I took a flashlight, a camcorder, and a revolver, just in case. I went inside the building. Something told me not to, but I needed that clown and money. The outside of the building had graffiti, and so did the inside, but strangely it looked like it never closed and that it was just low budget. Then I heard something. It was popcorn popping. It was very strange, but I felt it would get me more views. I could already see people making videos and theories about this. I shrugged and decided to grab a bucket. The popcorn was still warm, and there was no one to take my money. This place was abandoned anyway, so I decided to just go to one of the movies. The town cinema had only 2 theaters. I could hear a movie playing in the first one. The second one was quiet, but had a foul stench coming from it. I tried to get in, but it was locked. I decided to go into the theater instead. The movie that was playing was a horror movie about 3 teens trapped in a haunted house, which they say was the last movie the cinema played before its demise. I looked at the empty rows of seats, or so I thought they were empty. There was someone sitting in the front row. Their head was a weird shape. I felt the urge to go up to them, to record them, but something was telling me otherwise. I decided to sit in the back row to play it safe. I ate my popcorn, but I made a loud crunch. The person sitting in the front row that turned around very quickly. I almost choked on my popcorn. Their face was stretched tall, was disfigured, and had a look of agony. Their head looked like a candle flame, and their entire body looked like it was burned. A theater patron then shushed me very loudly and turned back around to watch the movie. I really hope I caught that on camera. 30 minutes later, there was a scene that scared me. I gasped, I think, just a little too loudly. The theater patron turned around and shushed me again. I clutched the revolver in my pocket. I wanted to get out of there, but I knew I needed those views. Finally, the movie was over. I got up during the credits to go up to the patron, but I accidentally dropped my popcorn bucket. The remaining popcorn spilled onto the ground. The patron began shaking. He then started literally boiling. He looked like he was made out of lava. He turned around and lunged with me with an open mouth, revealing lots of sharp teeth. I quickly shot it and it fell to the ground. I bolted out of there as fast as I could. I still hear it screaming. I ran out of the cinema and looked behind me. The theater patron wasn't there. It was dark outside, so I decided to get home as quickly as possible. I could still remember the patron's haunting face and that blood-curdling scream. As I was walking home, I swore I saw a tall, dark figure with cat ears and bright eyes in an alleyway. I blinked and it was gone. As I went to bed, I had some conflicting thoughts. I need to upload that video to get money, and also give the evidence to the police, but something else was telling me not to upload it. It was as though the patron was trying to stop me from uploading that video, as though it was messing with my head. I had nightmares of the patron talking to me. Destroy the evidence, it told me over and over. Destroy the evidence. Destroy it. I woke up to find an eviction notice on my door telling me to pay up in a week. I decided to give in and upload the video. I began getting lots of views and comments. Some comments said it was just CGI, but still found my video impressive. Other comments believed me. I gave my camcorder to the police. They responded and said they will do an investigation. As I walked to the diner for lunch, I got a huge surprise. The cinema erupted into flames. In just 1 second, firefighters did not come. I was transfixed as the cinema before me burned to the ground, hopefully taking the patron with it. Well, the firefighters eventually did come to put out the fire, but by then there was nothing left of the cinema. All of it was gone, along with the patron. The firefighters found some skeletons in the rubble, but nothing of the patron. As for my video, it was doing very well. I was able to pay my rent, but I decided to just get a job at the diner to make more money. I was still curious about what the patron was and where it came from. I decided to look at the library's newspapers, hoping to find something. I finally found a newspaper cover about the incident. Arsonist dies in cinema fire. Body yet to be found. Welp, I hope you guys enjoyed the second episode of ESK's Late Eve Horror Stories. A theater patron belongs to Trevor Henderson, the same person who made Siren Head and Cartoon Cat. Please make sure to check out his work. It's terrifying, but pretty good. Make sure to subscribe and join my Discord. Stay tuned for more, and good night.